When I'm talking to somebody for the first time that's been charged with driving under the influence of a drug of abuse, first thing that person's inevitably feeling is fear, anxiety, not knowing what to expect moving forward, and we do everything that we can to make sure they understand both the immediate consequences, that is your first court date, license suspensions, things of that nature, as well as the defenses we commonly use and what to expect moving forward. Some of the mistakes that we want to help people avoid if they're facing a DUI or driving under the influence of a drug of abuse charge here in Ohio is thinking there's no way to fight the case, okay? Because there is. There are mistakes that officers make, both in pulling folks over and in arresting them, and a lot of officers tend to believe that somebody may be under the influence of a drug of abuse when in fact they're not. The most important thing that folks dealing with one of these accusations understand that all hope is not lost. There are ways to fight this case, and officers do oftentimes make mistakes in these types of investigations. If you're on the fence as far as hiring an attorney for a drug-related OVI, first thing I would say is there's nothing wrong with making that initial call. I think it's important to gain as much knowledge as possible regarding what you're facing, the jurisdiction that you're in, what the potential consequences could be, and gather as much information as possible when you're making that important decision on how to proceed in fighting the case or simply giving up. And I do think it's necessary to understand, number one, what the consequences could be for an OVI. Those convictions, if convicted, last forever in the state of Ohio and bring collateral consequences such as licensing, occupational, things of that nature. So I think you just need to have a full understanding of what the consequences will be one way or the other.
The firm was like Drew Brees as far as quarterbacking this thing and what needed to be done. It was really effortless on my part.